They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Ja, ich mochte es schon.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Ja, die könnten verschiedener nicht sein, die zwei Berater. Die Frage ist, was machen wir?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Ja, komm.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Du Pisser.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
Ist ein Held
My father
gestorben.
died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye. And look where that got him.
Ja gut, stimmt.
And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt.
Oh, ich hätte auch gern was.
It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Ach, der schon wieder.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Nein.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the Lord.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. A soldier's worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men?
Das waren alles blöde Antworten, ganz ehrlich. So.
What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it.
Korrekt.
I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
It's over.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
So, jetzt haben wir es alle
Ethan is
gesagt.
Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
Wow, das hat's ihm gegeben. Do as you like. Ja, vielleicht hätte ich einfach nichts sagen sollen. Manchmal einfach mal nichts sagen. Aber dann hat er das letzte Wort gehabt.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
Mira Forrester.
And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the
Der
king
roten
may be
Festung.
enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If
In
it's
Königsmund.
presented to her as it should be.
Ja, wir sind jetzt in der Hauptstadt. Und haben endlich wieder unsere Ruhe. Legen uns einfach ins Bett, wo ist ein Bett? Und schlafen einfach für immer. Gar nichts in meinem Bett. Na gut. Ich denke, die Folge hat jetzt wieder schon eine ziemliche Länge erreicht. Vielleicht sogar zu viel. Ja, mal schauen. Entweder werde ich die Folge hier beenden oder ich werde schon vorher einen Cut machen. In dem Fall wird das hier irgendwie jetzt der Anfang von der nächsten Folge wiederum sein. Es ist verwirrend, Leute. Es ist echt verwirrend. Das sind wirklich schneidtechnische Einzelheiten, mit denen ich euch nicht belasten möchte. Aber ich werde jetzt hier erstmal die Aufnahme beenden. Und ja, wie immer danke fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal bei Game of Thrones. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Aufnahme von Game of Thrones. Denn so wie es aussieht, wird das hier wahrscheinlich alles in derselben Folge laufen. Denke ich, deswegen brauche ich jetzt nicht großartig anmoderieren. Los geht's. Schauen wir uns mal um. Wir sind ja, wie wir noch wissen, immer noch in der Hauptstadt. Und wir haben einen Haufen Souvenirs von zu Hause. Hier das Symbol des weißen Baumes von Gondor.
Ethan made this for me.
Was ist das? Eine Münze.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Essos, ja, hören wir schon wieder. Der Asher Forrester, der im Exil ist, der ist auf einem anderen Kontinent. Essos. Wir sind hier auf Westeros. So. Highgarden Brooch. Brosche wahrscheinlich.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Ja, okay. Lady Marjorie, ich glaube, wir sind irgendwie so eine Bedienstete von der Lady Marjorie, die hier, glaube ich, bald mit dem König vermählt werden soll. Der König ist ziemlich jung, muss man wissen. Ja, da müsste ich jetzt eigentlich erzählen, wie es dazu gekommen ist. Bei dem ist der Vater gestorben. So, machen wir es doch ganz einfach. Der Vater, der vorherige König, war der Ehemann von der noch Königin, könnte man sagen. Oder Königin Mutter, je nachdem wie man sieht. Und die ist, wie ich ja schon gesagt habe, eine Lannister. Das heißt, im Moment sind de facto eigentlich die Lannister an der Macht. So. Ein nicht fertig geschriebener Brief. Trauriger Blick, voller Emotionen. Lesen können wir anscheinend auch. Wir sind gebildet.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Unter den Umständen, na gut, so ein Krieg am Rande kann ja mal passieren. Ja, fertig schreiben musste den Brief tatsächlich nicht. Der gute Vater ist tot. Dusty Old Tome. Ein verstaubtes altes Lesewerk.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Was ich nicht so ganz kapiere, ist, warum ist sie eigentlich hier? Ich meine, sie ist unter Diensten von Lady Marjorie, die keine Lannister ist. Logischerweise. Die heiratet ja jetzt ein in die Königsfamilie. Aber warum war die überhaupt bei der? Ist die irgendwie Austausch? Dienstmarkt? Keine Ahnung.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Ja, wahrscheinlich nicht. Wir sind jetzt ziemlich im mediterranen Klima. Und im Norden ist es halt einfach kalt und wolkig. Oh, ein Brief von unserer werten Mutter.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ja, das ist kein schlechter Plan von der Mutter. Die Foresters und die Starks haben jetzt den Krieg verloren. Und sie haben allerdings trotzdem hier auf der Gewinnerseite jemanden da. Hä? Moment, ich hab den nicht aufgemacht, du. Jetzt.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Ja, keine Ahnung.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Vielleicht macht er ja das Bett oder so. Der begafft uns da. Ach, der bringt Kohle. Damit's warm. Es ist doch eh so warm.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Mir geht's super.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
An der Stelle muss man sagen, man muss immer aufpassen hier in der
You work
Hauptstadt,
for Lady Marjorie?
was man sagt.
I may be wrong.
Denn auch sein unschuldiger Junge kann ein Spion
Seems like
sein.
you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
Ja, jeder kennt mich hier.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Ja, wie man halt so sagt
I
unter
saw Lady
Mädchen,
Marjorie just this
Besties.
morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei Lannister.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Kenn ich nicht.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about.
Eben. Und genau
You see and hear all
deswegen,
sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
und genau aus dem Grund werden solche Jungen ja
Good night, milady.
als Spione verwendet. Und ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass der noch keinem verpflichtet ist. Denn hier gibt es sehr viele Leute in Königsmund, die spionieren.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
Du bist
You're
so
very kind, my
nett.
lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark.
The
It
king in the
raises
north.
questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with
Was soll ich
Cersei
denn
with the
sagen?
wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ja, wie man das halt bei Frauen so macht, ja.
See if the
Kann
Queen
ich.
Regent is ready to receive us.
Eieiei, gleich hier mit der Königin reden.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Okay. Showtime. Schon wieder Ladebildschirm. Ach, wir sehen Cersei Lannister und neben ihr ihren Bruder, Tyrion Lannister.
You can do this.
Der war schon am Anfangsbildschirm. In der ersten Folge. Oh, ich muss mich selber bewegen. Was für eine spielerische Freiheit. Da, ein Terrorist. Oder? Ist doch ein Terrorist. Der hat doch ein Bart.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion.
Und ich?
Your Grace?
Schaue ich nicht toll aus? Gut.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Ja, wir knien uns immer ein bisschen, ja. Sehr
Your
respektvoll.
Grace.
Obwohl man eigentlich einen Knicks macht als
Girl
Frau.
knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Ja, die waren unsere Vorgesetzten, sagen wir doch.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Danke.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
Natürlich, geht klar.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies.
Das
I'm
ist bei
told
uns
there
genau
are
richtig.
others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
Natürlich.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Ja, das
I won't
liegt
judge
nicht
her,
an
Your
mir.
Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Ist klar, ja.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Oh,
which is
ja.
not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Uiuiui, da muss man echt jede Antwort abwägen. Obwohl es natürlich relativ einfach ist. Ich muss sagen, ja, der König, der König.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best
danke,
circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
Was ist das Leben ohne Risiko?
Take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ja, wir haben einen neuen Verbündeten, würde ich sagen. Die Königin mag uns auch, mehr oder weniger. Allerdings hat er uns jetzt was vorgeschlagen, was wiederum die Königin aufregen wird. Eieiei. Man kann es niemandem recht machen hier.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little
super.
intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah? What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
Ja,
We're just having a bit of fun.
Ich bin hier nicht für Späße zu haben,
That's probably for
Fräulein.
the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Ich will
Which
nicht
is more than
Königin
you can
sein.
say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Ja, sie war's.
Well? Sarah?
Ja,
I'm
tut mir
sorry, my
leid.
lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is
Mein
not a
Gott.
game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Die Männer.
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Ja, sie
King's
scheint
Landing
nicht
can be
glücklich.
exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Du sagst es,
I fear
Schwester.
it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Ja, es ist hart.
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
So. Ach, wir können uns sogar jetzt in aller Ruhe entscheiden, das ist gut. Also wir erinnern uns an den eigentlichen Plan von unserer Mutter. Wenn die Marjorie oder Margery erstmal Königin wird, dann kann sie uns natürlich ziemlich gut helfen. Eigentlich, wir verlieren ja nichts, wenn wir sie um Hilfe fragen, weil ich meine, wir haben jetzt schon die Hilfe vom Tyrion, die noch jetzige amtierende Königin Cersei. ist auch mehr oder weniger angetan von uns, wenn wir jetzt auch noch sie irgendwie um Hilfe fragen. Ja, wir können ja mal fragen. Wir müssen ja nicht unbedingt penetrant sein und sagen, ja unbedingt, aber es mal erwähnen. Dann haben wir quasi 3 Eisen im Feuer. So.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Ach so.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Ja gut.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
Ich schuld dir was.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Ja, für immer habe ich jetzt nicht gesagt, oder? Habe ich?
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Hab keine Angst.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
So, kein schlechter Start, würde ich sagen. Mein Gott, jetzt schaut's aber traurig.